Alright, so in the video, I didn't use measuring cups because I was just ready to eat, so I eyeballed it. But here's a specific recipe for you all to use. The first thing I'm going to do is grab my cauliflower and prepare it. The way you cut your cauliflower is really a preference. I'm going to cut the stems off of mine because my mom was eating cauliflower this day. But she's not a big fan of cauliflower or the stems, so I did cut the stems off. Whichever way you prefer your cauliflower to be, that's the way you can prepare it. Now I'm going to wash my cauliflower and leave it in a bowl of hot water and add salt. Once you're done with that, you can set it to the side while you do the other steps. One day I ran out of all-purpose flour, so I used Bisquick. It's basically the same thing. Bisquick is just like flour on X Games mode. Okay y'all, so once I mix all of this up, as you all see, I'm stirring in a little bit at a time. I'm going to go in and scrape a little bit off the bowl and just do this until I have all of it in. But once I'm done, you all will see it's going to be a little bit too thick, so I am going to add a little milk, and then I'm going to have to come back and add more flour. So if you follow the ingredients like I listed, you won't have to do this. But right here I should just put like a splash of milk, but you know. Alright, so at this point I allowed the oil to heat up, and I also drained the water from the cauliflower so that it could dry off. I didn't want any water to go into the oil because y'all know that it'll pop up in your face, so we ain't got time for that. So now you're going to pour all of your cauliflower into the bowl, or you could do it half and half. And then you want to mix it up really good, really good. Make sure that it's all coated on there evenly. If it's not coated evenly, once you transfer it to the oil and it begins to cook, you'll notice a bit of the cauliflower peeking out, and presentation wise, you wouldn't want that. So just make sure that you stir it up good so everything is covered. As I cook my cauliflower, when I turn it, you all will notice that it's very golden. Most people would assume that it's burnt, but it's actually not. With cauliflower, you're basically forcing it to become crunchy, so you want it to be like the one that I just flipped, or a little bit darker. So when you bite into it, you really want to get that crunch. And also, don't have your grease very hot. You want to have it like on a medium heat because you want it to take its time. If you rush the cauliflower to get crunchy, the outside will become burnt, but the inside will be gooey. If you use all-purpose flour, I noticed that the inside will be gooey if you rush it. I haven't experienced any gooiness of the Bisquick regardless of what color the cauliflower is, so I do prefer Bisquick over the all-purpose flour. This is my second batch. My family and I was ready to eat, so I went on ahead and threw everything in there. And I noticed when you crowd the grease out like this, I guess it basically lowers the temperature, so none of them were able to become very dark brown, which you all may like this because some people may not like theirs a very golden brown color. So if you want to, just crowd the grease out and you don't have to worry about them burning. And alright you guys, I'm basically done. I'm gonna put just a little bit of honey on top of my eyes, or you can mix up some dipping sauce to use. But this is basically it. This is how I achieve my crunchy cauliflower.
She wants some more. Do we need all this stuff in here? I clean
Do you want some?
I tried. You left my heart as cold as ice. And I cried. Wondering if you sleeping alone at night.